How's it going? How's everybody doing? Essential Notes back to talk fragrance once again. And today I'm talking about one of my favorite brands. I know I say that a lot, but I think a lot of these early videos are going to be about the things that I like and I'm excited about, that I'm most excited about. The brand is Anka Kus. They're an indie brand based out of Australia. The perfumer and founder of the brand is Erkekli. Great dude. Talented perfumer. And I don't think this brand gets enough love, man, to be honest. I've been all about them on Instagram in the past. I've written lots of reviews on there, but I figured now that I'm making videos, man, I love to just share my passion for this brand a little bit more. But the fragrance that we're talking about is Betwixt Between. This was released in 2020. I think when the brand launched, it was part of their initial wave of fragrances that they came out with. And that was my favorite. And I had heard about the brand. I think it was from some FragCom people that were based out of the UK or Europe. And I just kept, where do I get this? Where do I get this? And Ollie must have seen my comments and he was gracious enough to send me a discovery set. And I was thrilled, man. I loved exploring that house. One of my favorite houses to explore. And I just became a fan. I'm a fan of that house. So you'll probably hear me talk about them a lot more. I think I got content that I'm gonna be doing with other people. But this is the thing, like I've talked about them for a long time, and a few people that have actually tried them end up loving them and end up buying bottles. And they're a great brand, and I think that they don't get enough attention. So I'm happy enough to talk about what I love. So there you go, and promote them and put them on people's radar. If you haven't heard about the house or tried them, I highly encourage it. Come back to this video, leave your comments. What are your favorite ones? What did you think? I would love to hear about your experience around the brand as well. Anyways, I'm a big fan of rose. You guys will probably learn that over time. And this is a rose fragrance. And yeah, so I'm just gonna spray some on. The bottles are really cool. I mean, they're pretty simple, but they always come with a very cool artistic design. Each fragrance will have its own label that's unique to that scent. But they're always very artistic, well designed. But this scent is so damn good. In fact, so I work from home. I don't go out that much, and this is my most complimented fragrance. Whenever I go out with this, I usually get a compliment, and they're always like, man, what are you wearing? Because it hooks them. Number two, it's fascinating. And that's the other thing. That's so interesting. That's so fascinating. I've never smelled anything like that, and it's so good. I've literally went into the bank wearing this, and the lady took down the information and brought them up on the internet. Like, I'm there to get a loan. I think it was for a car or something. And I think she bought the fragrance in her office. So anyways, I'm a big fan. But I'll go over the notes. At the top, you have rose. In the heart, you have smoke, musk, amber, and damask rose. And then in the base, you have wood notes, cashmere musk, which must be like this accord that's built, and then leather. So simple, it's not complex at all, but it's done so well. So what I get is it opens up. It's a cool scent. I would say it's cool. It's not a humid or warm scent. It's cool. It feels a little dry. The rose, to me, and I'm just gonna share the imagery in my head, is very gothic. It's cool, almost cold, dark, and that's the rose you get. Then what happens is this wave or cloud of smoke and musk mixed starts to just creep in, and it surrounds the rose. And then you get this to me, it's like a dry, almost like a dry, woody bramble with long thorns that kind of surround the rose as well. So you get this rose in the center, and it's like I said, a cold, dark rose, and then it's basically engulfed in this musky smoke with woodiness around it, and you can sense the woodiness. And why I say around it is it literally feels like the rose is being hemmed in. You can sense the woodiness and the smoke and musk in the background as well in the foreground, and that's kind of, yeah, that's the vibe you get. And as you get to the heart, what happens is that smoke and musk kind of fades a little bit and dissipates a bit, and then you have this, I call it a pulsing rose, where it has a bit of a glow. Again, like when I say glow, I don't know why I say glow, I just do, because that's what's in my head. But it feels like it's like pulsating, and then like the glow brings the rose almost out. So the rose kind of goes in and out of that smoky musk. And there's that playful back and forth. And that's one of the coolest things to me in fragrance, is like when you can create movement with scent. And I feel like that's what it is. Like I hear people say that in art, like they can create movement in the composition, or or the frame or whatever. And I think that's what this is. This is olfactive movement that happens. And I find that one of the more interesting things that's done. Like I said, the notes are not crazy. This doesn't take you on a wild ride, but it has that beautiful in and out, back and forth, ebb and flow with the rose and the musk and the smoke. And then because the smoke is a little more thin in the heart, you get these little dashes of green that add a little bit of color. Like I said, the rose is very dark, gothic, cold. There's a little bit of life that's brought to it. And I know it's not listed, but it smells like maybe a little bit of galbanum in there. And man, that's it. I mean, that's it for this fragrance. It's not complex. There's not a wild journey, but what it does well. And man, I highly recommend. My favorite from the house, Anka Kus, Betwixt and Between. Man, it's art. It's art. It's like olfactive art. And like I said, it feels like a bit of a dance. Like there's movement. There's this back and forth, like a sway. Whatever, man. So crazy. Ollie, you're amazing, bro. You're very talented. Check out the brand. Yeah, and this is a new YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow this bad boy. If you could support it, I would greatly appreciate you. If you could comment, I like the interaction, so if you could just comment. And if you've tried the brand, let me know what your favorite is. If you can like, subscribe. But even better that if you could share this and get this out and let people know about the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. But I just like talking fragrance. So until next time, peace.